The following was uploaded by a night officer who states that they noticed something quite terrifying unfold that night. They were patrolling the area after hearing some strange noises from the other side of a brick wall. The premises were not accessible to any intruders and were fenced off. We see something that looks like a pair of legs appear out of thin air. They step back and vanish into the pond. The officers later said it freaked them out so badly they didn't bother patrolling that section for the rest of the night. Because the strange thing is, we only see the legs, no torso, no arms, and no head. It's like whatever it was didn't want to be seen fully and just slipped into the water. Pretty chilling if you ask me. Was somebody just snooping around, or did something more mysterious unfold?
The next video was sent to me by Thomas J, and he told me that the clip was captured by two friends who were on vacation. And they were backpacking through several rural areas, outskirts as well as different forest regions. And all of their travels were documented on their camera. This particular day, they were walking through a short tunnel entrance that was supposed to lead them through the mountain wall towards the other side of the road. However, the man with the camera shows interest in the tunnel system itself after a few minutes. When he starts to record the construction itself, there appears something on camera that wasn't there moments before. A dark shadow person is standing at the end of the tunnel and looking at the two guys. It wasn't seen at the time, and the man didn't react to it. So we have to ask the question once more. What was going on here? A paranormal apparition? Let me hear what you guys think. It's certainly pretty creepy, isn't it?
One night, a guy named Taylor experienced something weird at his girlfriend's place. He was by himself when he started hearing noises he couldn't explain, so he pulled out his phone and started recording.
My front camera is smashed, but I'm here at my girlfriend's house by myself. She always says it's haunted because it sounds like somebody is walking around upstairs. I've never heard it until now. I always say it's not haunted because the house is a little old. But it legit sounds like there's somebody upstairs. I will swing on a ghost, or if it's a person, I don't care. Who's up there? Oh my god, they're like at the top of the stairs. Come down these stairs and I will swing on you, I promise.
For months, his girlfriend had been telling him about strange sounds in her house, but this was the first time he was actually hearing them himself. Heavy footsteps come rushing down the stairs straight at him. Instead of running, Taylor actually charges toward the sound, almost losing his balance as he does. He keeps recording. The mysterious footsteps just stop, Most people would have bolted at the first sign of something supernatural. Now to a submission from Bodycam World. This officer found himself in a terrifying situation during what started as a simple welfare check. He was working alone that night and had no idea he might be facing a dangerous individual. The neighbors had called because they were worried about a 75-year-old woman who lived there with a 31-year-old man with no family connection to her. As the man walked into the residence, he picked up a steel brake rotor along the way.
What, this one?
Yeah.
What's that for?
Oh no, to block the door and swings open.
Ah, gotcha.
Heavy enough to stop anyone from quickly entering or leaving the room. And it was during this first weird interaction that something odd was captured.
After you got any lights here?
Yeah.
You got the lights on? Oh. Hey, yours is going there for me?
Yeah, come on.
What do you mean?
She's right here.
Oh. She's right here? Where is it? Is she sleeping?
Yes.
Okay. How long has she been sleeping for?
Like since 6.
When the lights came on, the situation took a disturbing turn.
On your stomach? No, on your stomach.
Please.
Sir, on your stomach. Okay, you're doing too much.
Okay, don't take it.
No, you're gonna get to this.
Okay, I'm down.
Put your hands behind your back, now. Hands behind your back. Behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your other hand behind your back.
What was the address again?
Your other hand behind your back. What you gonna do? Stop! Stop resisting! Stop! 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 Stop!
This case had many scary elements, but no one knows for sure what showed up in the rear part of the home. We can't tell if it was shadows playing tricks, the camera not working right, someone tampering with the video, or maybe something we can't explain. A number of viewers think they spotted some kind of dark spirit watching as this sad situation played out. The truth remains a mystery to this day. Next has been uploaded by Taryn Deffen, and she shared the following due to her rising concerns. Taryn states, "This thing has been making contact of some sort with 2 of my kids. It started out talking to the 2-year-old, and it keeps her up every night. She's usually laughing and talking with it, but one night we heard her telling it no and to go away, but it never went away. My son thought he heard me in the room talking to her, but I wasn't there. We were told to burn nettle salt and Palo Santo, so we did, but it kept going out and wouldn't stay lit. Every time we tried to light it, a song would come on by itself on the radio. It would play for 5 seconds and then turn off, and it kept doing that. It would stop until we tried to burn that stuff again. The song is silly, but it is All American Rejects, Move Along and Leave Me Alone. Those songs are not even on our playlist. Every night I see a ton of orbs. I counted over 25 in a 6 minutes time frame, and it looks like the 2-year-old can see the orbs as well, and she watches them fly by around the room. Do any of you have any advice for us?" Let's take a look at Taryn's capture.
A humanoid shape can be seen, standing next to the two crypts. The head is looking upwards, and that thing seems to be in mid-walk, crouched forward a bit. A Class A capture of this apparition for sure. Should this be a real image? What can you see here? If this isn't a hoax, of course, a person in some form of onesie. Could it be paranormal anomaly that likes to talk to the little children? I wonder if this thing is attached to anybody living in this house, or what caused this activity to unfold in the first place.
Next up, we've got a video from a security guard who works at a factory in Tijuana, Mexico. According to him, some pretty scary stuff goes down in there at night. He wanted to prove it wasn't just in his head, so he recorded what was happening.
Manche. Dios te prende, no me grito. Manche, no hay nadie. Manche. De hace rato que me andan aventando botas, pero no sé quién es, no, pero no creo que sea nadie. Ahí está la jefa, me andan aventando así las botas y no sé quién es.
In the footage, you can see this heavy metal door moving all by itself in one of the hallways. Keep in mind, the guard swears he was the only one in the building at the time. Apparently, people who work there have been saying this place is haunted since the day it opened. But here's where it gets really freaky. At one point in the video, you can actually see what looks like a pair of eyes just staring at the guard through one of the glass windows in the door. He didn't even notice it while he was filming. He only saw it later when watching the video back. So what do you think? Are we dealing with some kind of evil spirit here? Or could there be another explanation for what's going on in this factory at night?
Now we will follow Dark Ghost Paranormal on one of his latest trips. He was traveling on a supposedly haunted road. He was pointed towards the following location by a subscriber. Apparently, this area is notorious for many disappearances over the last years. 10 years ago, a man was taking the same road as a shortcut. He drove around 2 kilometers before he noticed a man standing on the road. It was minus 15 degrees outside. However, this man was only wearing a pair of jeans and a sweater. He drove closer and noticed that the man's face was deformed, and the eyes were sunken in. Of course, he drove away as fast as he could. Dark Ghost was traveling the same road when he came across an abandoned little house. This location had caught his interest. He wanted to see if evil things are still lingering in this area, and he started to set up his equipment after checking out the place for a few moments.
Схожу, послушаю, будет ли что. Придет сюда или... Это точно не звери орут.
Really odd screams can be heard from the distance, and Dark has no clue where they might originate from. A bit later that night, something seems to make it into the house. Who or what is that thing? This person is roaming the lower floors many minutes, aimlessly, it would appear. A really creepy sighting. Dark was hiding upstairs in the storage area of this house. But the weird noises creeped him out after a few minutes. And he made a run for it. No idea what happened to him that night. And who visited him. But it was Goosebumps material for sure. If you can, check out the whole investigation on his channel Dark Ghost Paranormal. This footage was captured during a nighttime patrol by police officers in South America. They were responding to a call from someone who thought there was a robbery in progress at a nearby shop, but what their camera picked up left them stunned. It's quite chilling as you can make out a dark figure appearing behind the front door. The policeman describes this as an unknown entity that could scale smooth walls, something completely outside his experience. In his view, there's no question that they encountered something supernatural that night. Is that really possible? Let's turn to a man who just moved into a new house while working night security at a cemetery. After only a few days, he started to feel like something from the graveyard has followed him back to his home.
There you go.
Okay. The day later, it got even more spooky. Not only did the man start hearing loud, unexplained bangs, but the doors and even furniture in his house began moving by themselves.
Hello?
People say the man is still looking into all the strange activity happening in his home. One night, a security guard heard someone knocking at his door. Not knowing who or what it might be, he decided to open it but found nobody there. A few days later, he began experiencing paranormal events inside his house. And one night, he managed to capture the following.
Tem alguém aí? Foi você, Branca? Quem tá aí? Oi! Oi! Alexa, liga a luz do banheiro, Alexa.
Tudo bem.
Não pode ser. Oi! Quem tá aí?
A dark figure can be seen in the kitchen, passing through the doorway in an instant before disappearing from view. But when Raphael enters the room, he sees nothing except an object moving by itself. So, could this be a real ghost captured on camera, or is it just a well-crafted hoax? Now, we start with the case of Win MC Pigs, who is living in a pretty haunted home himself, if you remember this case at all.
Damn it. Who are you? Get that. Jeez. Who are you? I'm not gonna hurt you.
He and his family are kinda getting plagued by a shadow being. Nobody really knows where it's coming from, but it is a pretty intriguing case, I find, and this is one of the latest entries into his homely haunting, I would say. Let's take a look.
Excuse me. Are you back there again?
No. This is very common for him that the activity starts in the kitchen and then moves around the whole house.
This has become its favorite spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there he is. Okay, that's enough water, please. Okay. Everyone can see you in their reflection, bud.
Yes, there's the shadow you see to move in front.
Everyone can see you in their reflection. And it's gone.
Wow, there's a little slip hanging. Maybe his wife's.
Okay.
Can't say.
I know he's not in here, but I just want anyone who's watching to see. This is too small,
Is it like a plump
but just like it's not.
garbage can?
I just wanted you to see. The cabinets are knocking again. I'm leaving.
Did we just hear the voice, or was this a cupboard creaking?
That's enough for today.
I wonder if you heard that at the time. Did you guys hear that? Let's take a look at that
Everyone
again.
can see you in their reflection, bud.
There is definitely a person walking in front of the refrigerator. We have no idea where it comes from since there's no window.
Everyone can see you in their reflection.
I mean, there is a window, but it's not like that it could come from there. You know what I mean?
It's gone.
It just drizzled away, that thing.
I know he's not in here.
So now let's listen again for those noises. It sounds pretty
Just
demonic
want
to me.
anyone who's watching to see. This is too small.
I thought this was one of those Dixie toilets, but why would he crap in the laundry room?
But just like it's not. I just wanted you to see. The cabinets are knocking again. I'm leaving.
See, it's like I hear it once more. Yep, there it was. It's like
They're not
that present is responding to him.
again. I'm leaving.
Yep. See, and now this entity is laughing at him.
That's enough for today.
Maybe it's having fun, enjoying that he cannot find the reason for it. That's what happened in the past as well. Now, this was recorded later in the day as far as I understand, and the activity of course did not stop. It actually might have moved into another room. Let's take a look.
Light suddenly turns on as he edits the video right before walking in the room with the beer fridge. Look to the left, he edited it. Okay guys, I want to address this comment because it's been made a few times. Obviously it's daylight, but this is a very dark corner of my home.
So he's basically debunking a debunker.
And at night it gets even worse. That's my garage door, so when you come in, hands are full. It's pretty dark, you need a little extra help, and oh, there it is, the light that suddenly turns on.
So we basically did not learn anything out of this video other than he is advertising his night lights. So let's take another look at the latest entry now. I think this also might be stemming from the same weekend. And let's see what else he has to tell us.
Okay, I'm home alone, trying to get some work done. I'm just gonna leave this here so you guys can see what's happening.
So yeah, he seems to have a computer job.
No, this is a great time to be doing this. I'm not busy at all. This is a great distraction. Thank you.
So some people might say this might be a breeze, right? There's nothing going on.
Stop touching it. Let me work, please.
And we hear the knocks too. Happens a lot in his home.
All right. Dude, I know you're back there.
You see the shadow reflection? Very clear here. Excuse me. Look at that. There is a shadow walking by. Look in the glass.
I know you're back there.
He is standing and then walking past.
Would you please leave my door alone?
He didn't even see it.
I don't care what you do or where you're going, just leave the door alone.
Of course it can't. Look, and then we see it standing again, once again, in the glass, right here. You see the reflection of a shadow entity.
I'm begging you. I'm gonna take the door off your hinges if you don't leave it alone. There's nothing here. It's my front door. It's my hall.
There's the knocking once more. And this is where the video ends. does not have a designated ending. That's too bad. So, yes, it seems to have been his latest video. Now, I think that there is certainly something living in his home. What it exactly is, we cannot say. Many people think it's editing. Some do say there is an actual shadow boy living in his house. While we cannot certainly prove if it's one thing or the other, I still think that is a pretty entertaining case. 7 skulls out of 10 for tonight. I think it has a lot of potential if you've seen the whole story unfold. Let's see what the next clip holds. Some of you might be familiar with the next dashcam recording that made quite the rounds last year. This, however, is the original recording that I could uncover, which was captured by a cab driver who was just dropping off his passenger and then getting ready for his next pickup. The camera in the vehicle was recording constantly for safety reasons, as most cameras in cabs, Ubers, etc. do. After driving for a few more minutes, he seemed to already have been traveling with a new passenger without him even knowing. As we zoom in, it becomes eerily evident that the man had picked up the spirit of a lady who seemed to have enjoyed a free ride. What an extremely terrifying incident, especially since the man didn't even realize that he was transporting an entity from the afterlife. At least that is what many of the viewers believe. If this wasn't a spooky ghost encounter, what else could have caused this crystal clear image of the lady in the back seat? Just an odd reflection from somewhere? A prank that somebody played on him? Some really great editing, perhaps? Let me please hear your theories. This clip comes to us from the Dark Dimension and was filmed in Japan. In the video, a group of friends are on their way to a public bathhouse when they discover it is unexpectedly closed. The group of friends are hanging out and joking around outside the closed bathhouse when they capture something on camera. What appears to be a person is standing next to the cameraman and then disappearing towards the ground. It is not seen ever again. How strange. What do you think happened here? I'm sure this group will think twice in the future if they decide to ever visit the bathhouse again. The next video was uploaded by the user It's Raining Babies, who posts vlogs of his life and experiences. In this video, Raining is going over some haunted events that had been happening in his workplace, Wolfden Brewing. This restaurant is located within an older building, and apparently there have been quite a few paranormal experiences that have occurred here. Raining even says that there is a resident ghost named Jack that is said to haunt the restaurant. The haunting of the Wolfden Brewing pub is so well known that it is also common for restaurant guests to ask about Jack and the other ghosts. Raining says that he doesn't really believe in the paranormal. However, some of these recent events has made him to start think twice.
Now, you could see to the right of the door, there's kind of like a movement right there, and then it proceeds to go like up the stairs. But it could be someone, just walking on the outside on our front porch right there, which is logically what it is. But it almost seems that the camera's kind of bending, and it bends the staircase a little bit. and then right after it goes to the top of the stairs, the hat seems to jump up before it falls off onto the ground and kind of rolls around. It's very weird. It's something I can't explain.
It was very odd, given the design of the rack. He says it looks as though the head was raised slightly off the hanger before falling, not something that would normally be caused by the wind. Next clip is also taken at the restaurant. This one was taken at Halloween, so we'll notice the decorations. The restaurant puts out an exhibit about the notorious John Wayne Gacy, and the security footage was captured there. The clip shows a painting of Gacy. The hook actually remained in the wall. Notice the way the painting seems to rotate as it falls. There's something very strange about this capture for sure. What do you think? Do you believe that Wolfden Brewing is truly haunted? I certainly do. The following was uploaded to Reddit. The mother in the photo had noticed some strange things happening around her home, such as whispers from other rooms, lights turning on and off on their own, and creaking around the house where no one was walking around. The family had suspected perhaps paranormal activity had been the cause. However, they tried to ignore all these strange occurrences since there was no physical evidence of anyone being inside their home. This all changed one afternoon. The mother was home alone with their small daughter, playing with some puzzle toys and taking photos to show their family members. What she captured was absolutely not what she was expecting. A head is seen peeking out from the cabinets behind the mother and the baby. The figure is absolutely haunting. The red eyes staring directly at the camera and the mouth twisted into a very sinister smile. The family didn't actually notice the entity until after they were done taking photos and were looking at them later that evening. Is this the creature responsible for the strange occurrences in the house? What would you do if you would capture a sighting like this? Absolutely terrifying. This video was uploaded by Diego's Bikers. Diego has long suspected that his apartment was haunted and actually had caught a few paranormal sightings in the past. You might remember the haunted children's tent. It was not odd for things to move on their own in his home, and for strange sounds to be heard when nobody else was supposed to be home. In particular, it seemed whatever spirit was living in Diego's home had a great interest in children's toys, leading him to believe the spirits of a young kid might be haunting the apartment. One afternoon, Diego had a friend over, and they were just hanging out in the living room when they captured the following.
¿Es el cuarto? Sí, hágale, hágale. ¡Uy, marica, venga! ¡Pichiñero, rápido! ¡Uy, no! ¡Marica! ¡Perro, lo grabé, ñero, lo grabé, venga!
The hand of a young child can be seen, reaching out from the TV stand and starts slowly opening the cabinet, but the hand is quickly retracted when Diego starts running towards it. He opens the cabinet, but the entity is nowhere to be seen, and the decorations of the shelves of the TV stands are seen undisturbed. Some viewers have wondered if this could possibly be a child who's traveling between multiple dimensions, and others have wondered if this might not be a child, but rather a darker spirit attempting to seem friendly. What do you make of this capture? A child or something much more dangerous? Tonya Sands has shared the next really odd encounter on her TikTok profile. She noticed that a toy that her family has stored on their porch is turning on by itself. Oftentimes, when the young woman is sitting on the outside stairs, she started interacting with the toy, and it seemed to respond to her.
So I'm doing the ripple effect like you guys asked me to. whatever it is just stays right there. Do it again.
Wow, turning!
Do it one more time for me.
Wow, turning!
The only way you can get it to make that exact noise that it was making is to turn it to the right.
Wow, turning!
It won't do it again unless you put it in place and then turn it to the right again.
Wow, turning!
Besides the toy blinking and making noises, she also captured something even more unusual.
Wow, turning!
It looks like a white figure that is appearing from behind the car. Perhaps the spirit that is tampering with the toy. Or do you think this is just Tonya's vivid imagination? To me, it looks like a little bit more than that. Now we want to take a look at a video from user Lawrence Young Lad, and the description says that the young couple just moved into a new place and they were recording videos around that whole event and stuff. And when entering their house, there was actually something going on in the background that they want us to see. Let's take a look. Go! Oh, look at that. I mean, we have to see that again. That probably... Look behind the... Look here. What's going on here? I'm pretty sure that's what we're supposed to see. Look behind the door. Why is there something with dark long hair standing and reflecting eyes? Is it throwing a shadow? That is a rough one. Like that could be one of those classics. Just gonna prop a mask on and, you know, act it up for my friends. I don't know, guys. This is, I mean, it is certainly a creepy capture. We can clearly see that woman in the background, I think, casting a shadow on the wall a little bit for once, right? And I don't know if she has white shoes on or stuff, but it is white a little bit there, indicating sneakers perhaps. Now, obviously we don't want to fully cut out that this is something that's not supposed to be there, right? What do you guys think? Is that thing here in the background real? I mean, a long-haired apparition, we've seen those in the past, so...